Before I start this video, I have a bit of an announcement to make. Long story short, my YouTube income has been on a steady decline recently, and I'm a little bit worried about the future of this channel. However, here are a few things you can do to help. I have started a Patreon channel. Those who donate $1 per month will get free HD wallpaper that they can use as their desktop background. And those who donate at least $10 per month will have their names mentioned at the end of each video. You know, like how some YouTubers, they say, special thanks to these Patreons, and they just display the names on screen. That's pretty much what will happen here. And I'm even thinking of doing it a very creative way and just having the names painted onto the side of freight cars and having them roll across the screen slowly so that people can read the names off the sides of the cars. If you can't afford to donate, here are some ways you can help my channel at no cost to you. One of them is, if you like these videos, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and clicking the bell button so that you'll be notified whenever a new video drops. Also, if you like the video, consider leaving a like. It helps YouTube know that there are a lot of people that like this video, and it'll consider recommending it to other users. You can also leave a dislike if you didn't like the video. That helps as well. However, I would appreciate if you let me know why you didn't like the video so I can improve upon it. Also, consider leaving a comment on how you feel about this video, whether or not you liked it, etc. And don't forget to consider sharing the video with your friends on Facebook and other medias, assuming you have friends that are interested in trains. If you're like me, none of your friends are interested in trains, and none of them will ever watch the videos you share them. The link to my Patreon is in the description of this video and on the side of this freight car. Okay, the last video you saw was a sneak peek of the Outer Banks bullet train. This is a fictional bullet train route that runs from Washington, D.C. to Key West International Airport in Florida. The train stops at several beaches and lighthouses along the way, and there's also a faster express route you can take that runs further inland called the Inland Line, and it has only 2 stops in North Carolina, Rocky Mount and Raleigh. Now we're going to run a test ride from Ocracoke Island to Cape Hatteras. This route is actually delayed a little bit because after building the entire island of Ocracoke, I realized that the tracks were out of alignment. They were facing too far north and south, and they were actually stretching south into the Atlantic Ocean, which is the exact wrong way that it's supposed to go. It's actually supposed to go west to east, and it was supposed to be south of the lighthouse so that I didn't have to worry about having to build the tracks underneath the Ocracoke harbor, which is exactly where they were after I finished building the island. So I'm gonna have to move the station and all the tracks that approach the island, and that's gonna take a while. I'm about 50% done with realigning all the tracks though. Originally I wanted the tracks to run parallel to Lighthouse Road, but after building the island I realized that they actually ran across the road, so yeah, they were really out of alignment. Either way, without further ado, here's the test run. Also, I don't have any recordings for the announcements that I want to play at the station and the onboard announcements that I want to play on the train, so I'm going to be voicing those announcements until I can figure out how to get some kind of a voice recording software to program to play the announcements correctly. I might even get my sister to record some of the announcements if I can convince her to. She's probably going to charge me an arm and a leg for it though. Also, the announcements are going to be in English and in Japanese. The E6 and E7 Shinkansen are going to be standard on this line. A few 700 series will also run on this line. Other trains are currently being tested here, but aren't going to be running in full service. This is the Ocracoke Village Lighthouse. Transfer is available to the Washington, D.C. Express, the Key West Express, and the Key West Local. The doors will open on the right. Now arriving on track 7 is a East Coast Bullet Train northbound service to Washington, D.C. Union Station, making the following stops: Cape Hatteras National Seashore, Nags Head, Ocracoke Beach, Virginia Beach, Newport News, and Washington, D.C. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. This is the East Coast Bullet Train northbound service for Washington, D.C. Union Station, stopping at Cape Hatteras National Seashore, Nags Head, Ocracoke Beach, Virginia Beach, Newport News, Amtrak Station, and Washington, D.C. Union Station. The next station stop will be Cape Hatteras National Seashore. had to build an interlocking somewhere around here because the tracks glitched out on this bridge and they crisscrossed each other. I still don't know why that glitch happens, but it happens specifically with these 2-track bullet train bridges. But anyway, I had to build an interlocking here to keep the tracks straight because they crisscrossed each other. This bridge crosses over the Hatteras Inlet crab spawning sanctuary. Okay, I may have to widen that curve. Also, the bridge hasn't loaded yet because it's a very long bridge and the game's having a hard time processing it. Okay, there it is again. This station stop is Cape Hatteras National Seashore. Transfer is available only to the Key West local. When leaving the train, please watch the gap. The doors will open on the right. Now arriving on track 1 is an East Coast Shinkansen northbound local train number 157 to Washington, D.C. Union Station, making the following stops: Nags Head, Ocracoke Beach, Virginia Beach, Newport News Amtrak Station, and Washington, D.C. Union Station. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap on board the train. Attention, Cape Hatteras National Seashore passengers. Last call for East Coast Shinkansen southbound local train number 167 to Key West, making the following stops: Ocracoke Village Lighthouse, Cape Lookout Lighthouse, Oak Island Lighthouse, Charleston Amtrak Station, Hilton Head, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, Cape Canaveral Light Station, Jupiter, West Palm Beach Amtrak Station, Delray Beach, Hillsboro Inlet, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Miami Amtrak Station, Cape Florida Lighthouse, Key Largo School, Theater of the Sea, Layton, Long Key, Florida, Keys Cable Park, Florida Keys Aquarium, Big Pine Key, Key West International Airport, and Key West Lighthouse. Please watch the gap while boarding the train. Welcome aboard the East Coast Shinkansen local train number 137 to Washington, D.C. Union Station. The next stop on this line will be the Nags Head Station. Transfer is available here to the Lighthouse Shuttle, a monorail service that runs to the Bodie Island Lighthouse. Transfer is also available to the southbound local train to Key West, Florida. Okay, I'm testing this train because the game said that it was stuck. It looks like it just has a red signal waiting for track clearance inside the Ocracoke Village Lighthouse station. I originally programmed it so only one train could enter the tunnel at a time. However, I might program it so that multiple trains can wait for track clearance within the tunnel just to prevent the line from clogging up like this. I believe we're riding an express line, so this train is going to run express service to Key West, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for the short delay. This is a southbound East Coast Shinkansen train number 267 bound for Key West International Airport. The next station on this line will be the Ocracoke Village Lighthouse. The doors will open on the left. This is the Ocracoke Village Lighthouse. Transfer is available to the Key West Local, the Washington, D.C. Local, and the Washington, D.C. Express. The doors will open on the left. now arriving on track 6 is an East Coast Shinkansen southbound express train number 267 to Key West International Airport, making the following stops: Oak Island Lighthouse, Charleston Amtrak Station, Tybee Island, Jacksonville Beach, Daytona Beach, Cape Canaveral Light Station, West Palm Beach Amtrak Station, Fort Lauderdale Beach, Miami Beach, Theater of the Sea, and Key West International Airport. Please stand back from the yellow line and please watch the gap while boarding the train. The exit takes you right to the Ocracoke Village Lighthouse.